fantastic. You've got pole position.
With qualifying finished, it's time to remind ourselves once again of our top three. This circuit missed a few years off the F1 calendar, and we missed Albert Park. So welcome back, and it's great to be back in Melbourne. Welcome to the Australian Grand Prix. The Melbourne circuit is certainly one that needs to be taken seriously. It's a combination of slippery surfaces and difficult corners, making it a very tricky track when it comes to overtaking. Drivers find it hard to pass and will need to take full advantage of those DRS zones if they want to have any hope of breaking through. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks like for today's race. It's Red Bull on pole, and Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Russell, Leclerc, Verstappen, Fernando Alonso, Sainz, Norris, Oscar Piastri, Gasly, Ocon, Stroll, Albon, Zhou, Tsunoda, Ricciardo, Bottas, Magnussen, Hülkenberg, and Logan Sargent. That's it then, it's time to go racing as we head down trackside for today's race. Natalie Pinkham joins me once again in the commentary box. It's fantastic to have you with us today. I'm curious though, how do you think the drivers stop those pre-race nerves from becoming overwhelming when you're lining up on the grid?
Well, the regulations aren't new anymore, but the teams and the drivers are still coming to terms with them. I firmly believe it's also track-specific. We've seen some wheel-to-wheel racing throughout the year. Some tracks lend themselves better to it than others. I'd like to see it at every race.
Okay, we've got that relief of having points on the board finally, so let's keep that form up and get another top 10 finish today, please. Okay, we're monitoring some wear on the internal combustion engine. Be aware that we're going to start to see a loss of power. Okay, we're reaching a danger point with the wear on the MGU-H. Overheating the engine will exacerbate the issue, so keep temps under control, please. Great work, that's a new fastest lap of the race. Turbocharger's on its last legs. Let's try to keep mileage on it to a minimum. Okay, this is your final lap of the race. Gap to your teammate behind is 6.3 seconds. fantastic drive. That's just fantastic. Amazing. You deserved that race win. Well done, mate.
Another superb Australian Grand Prix comes to an end then, and it's a thoroughly deserved victory. So, Natalie, what do you think helped them deliver this result?
Well, confidence breeds confidence. Success breeds success. They are very much enjoying a purple patch right now.
Red Bull put up an outstanding fight for the front position today, and it's great to see it paid off for them. They do so much for the sport that you can't help but be delighted by today's race win.